Happy Sunday morning, Dolly friends. Good morning and happy Mother's Day to you over there in the UK. And I've come on this morning with these two beautiful baby girls, my Saskia girls, my Sassy and my Mary Helen. And they are here in matching white onesies with a couple of little Easter bunnies because we got some happy mail from our dear Dolly friend, Jan Binkley. And there were two little sets that are just darling. And when I opened them up, the first I thought of were my Saskia girls and how excited I was that they would have something kind of twinning for Easter. So, yes, here are my girls. Here's Mary Helen. And isn't she sweet? So sweet in a little white onesie. What is it about babies in white onesies? Look at that face and those big green eyes. She was painted by LaDonna Briggs of Sweet Potato Pie Nursery. Look at those little blushed knees and perfect little feet. Oh, how I love the Saskia sculpt. And let me tell you, I have to, when I go on rebarns.com, not look at the Saskias because I always feel like I have room for one more. And my Sassy girl here with her little bunches on top. And she's a little upset because she wants her Bink back. But yeah, here they are. And I'm going to share with you these darling outfits that Jan Binkley sent. And I'm going to do a tag that was started by Linda's Romper Room, and I happened to come across it on Pretty Poppets Reborn Nursery. So I'm going to do that tag and change these girls into their Easter set. I'll be right back. And because my little Mary Helen has painted hair, even though I love the way LaDonna painted her hair, I thought it would be cute if she wore the little sunbonnet. Look at this little bonnet, guys. I love this light blue in these sets. I'm going to set it here. Okay, so these are by Little Lass Baby. And this is just a little romper here. Isn't this darling? It's got lace, eyelet lace at the top, two little wooden buttons. And look at the little tulips and flowers all over it in light blue. And then this darling little ruffled bonnet. And then I found her some little socks at Walmart. Aren't these cute? I think those will go really cute. They're long, so I think that'll be a really sweet look. And then over here we have a little onesie. It's also by Little Lass Baby, of course. It's a white onesie trimmed in the eyelet lace, and it has a little brown bunny peeking out of the pocket that has little tulips and flowers inside. And then it has these little bloomers with the lace at the bottom, the little ruffly butterfly lace at the bottom. And then I found two little light blue clips for her hair. They look like confetti ribbon with a little white heart in the center. And she has little white socks to go with a little bit of lace at the top. So I think these are just the cutest ever, Jan. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to have something to twin my girls in for Easter. So let's start this tag while I've got the girls here. Question number 1 was, where are you from? Well, interesting story. I was born in Independence, Missouri, and I lived my younger years in Missouri. We lived my fun childhood years at Lake Lotawana, Missouri, and then we were transferred first to North Dakota and then to South Dakota. So from 6th grade until I graduated high school, I lived in South Dakota. And so in my heart, I'm going to say I'm from South Dakota because those really challenging years of high school and stuff, South Dakota is always a big, big piece of my heart. But I moved back to Missouri when my parents divorced, and married my husband. And so I guess you could say I'm right back where I started from, here in Missouri. Socks, and I found these booties in my sock bag for my girls. And I just love these. These are vintage. They came from an antique store. I'll come up here. There's a little light blue flower. Now these are more of a cream color than a white, but guys, I'm just going to go with it. I think she looks so cute in these little booties. So there's Mary Helen, just still in her onesie and her booties. Oh. And then my sassy girl has her little ribbons in, and her sweet, sweet onesie, and her bank, of course. We had to calm her down a little bit. And then here she is in her little white socks. All right. So next question. Are you single or married? Well, I am happily married. I moved here to Missouri, back to Missouri after my parents divorced, right after high school. And my dad had told me that I had a job here at the daycare, and I got here and I didn't have that job. I don't know. I think he was just lonely and wanted me to come here to be with him after the divorce. So I had to take a waitressing job, and I met my husband. Let's see, I moved in May after graduation and met Andy probably, it was around July, and we married in September. So we just knew each other a couple of months, and we've almost been married 30 years. 30 years this September, married to my best friend. Okay, and number 3, what do you do in your spare time? Well, this hobby here is my spare time as far as hobbies go, but I love grandbaby time with my crew and time with my adult children. When I get that time, it's very precious to me. Megan and I like to go antique shopping, thrift store shopping. You never know what you're going to find in an antique store or a thrift store. And Andy and I like gardening together. So when the weather starts getting a little bit warmer, we'll start planting our flowers all over our property. That brings us both a lot of joy. So, and music. I listen to music all the time in the late evenings. It really calms my heart and kind of gives me some center. So those are some of my hobbies. I decided to try the white bows. The blue color was throwing me off a little bit. So let me know what you think, white or the blue. The blue was just a little bit of a different shade. But here she is with her little bloomers. Oh, she looks so sweet, Jan. So sweet. And here is my little Mary Helen in this romper outfit. Look at this on her. She looks so sweet. Okay, number 4. Can you be friends with someone the opposite sex? Yes, you definitely can. I work at a grocery store, and we have a chip guy, a Lay's potato chip guy that runs the truck. And I've known Brad for 8 years now, and he is one of my best friends. And he's also a good friend to my husband. We have children. We both have 3 children, and we have a daughter that is pretty much the same age, and the other 2 are pretty close in age. And we talk about our children, TV shows we like to watch, music. He is very, keeps me grounded on spiritual with God, and just a wonderful, wonderful friend. And I also have another friend that comes in the store. His name's Bill. He's married and has 3 daughters, and one of them graduated with my Megan. And he and I are very good friends, and he is also good friends with my husband. So yes, you definitely can be friends with someone the opposite sex. Number 5, are you an introvert or an extrovert? Well, I am both. I come across real cheery. I love visiting and getting to know my customers and friends, my doll friends when we go to the doll shows. But inside of myself, I'm an introvert. By the time the week is done, I'm emotionally spent and drained. And those 2 days are really nice to decompress and just be alone with my husband, and even just time by myself. I have a real dark, quiet place in there as well. So I am both. Look at her in her little hat, Mary Helen. So here is her complete little set, and she has her little baby doll Lovey. There's Mary Helen for you. And then here's my sassy girl with her Mousie from dear Dolly friend Claudia Tronca, all dressed up from head to toe. And we're going to do number 6. What is your dream job? Well, actually, guys, I got to do my dream job because my dream job was being a mom. All of my friends went off to college and different professions, and I really just wanted to be a wife and mommy. And my husband made that possible for me. I got to stay home with my 3 children. I did some in-home daycare, but I got to watch my children grow up every day, and I just needed to be with them. And I have a very deep connection with them. I'm very possessive of my children, and I just wanted to be there with them. So my dream job was always just to be a mommy. I wanted to be with my children. Number 7, what was your favorite subject in school? Oh dear. I would say American literature. I loved reading. I had a wonderful teacher for my American literature class, Mr. Schultz, and I enjoyed reading those different things, and I really enjoyed that subject very much. So I also liked composition, advanced composition, and my teacher, Mrs. Davis, that I had in that class, she and I are still very close and keep in touch, and I try to see her when I go home to see my mom in South Dakota. So yeah, great teachers, great subjects. Math was my worst, but I would say American literature and composition were my favorite subjects. Number 8, what is your favorite indoor or outdoor smell? Oh, okay. Indoor smell is, if we're talking about like a candle. Oh, I love mulled cider candles and pine. I love to have the pine scent, especially around the holidays. And outside smells, the smell of rain. I love the smell of rain. Just when it gets to start raining and you walk out on your porch and you can smell it in the air. Yeah, the smell of rain and the smell of a lilac bush. So I hope you enjoyed this tag, guys. It's a really fun tag. Please try to do it. And thanks again so much, Jan Binkley, for these gorgeous sets for my girls. I hope you enjoy seeing them today. And everybody enjoy their Sunday. I think we're going to go have lunch with my son and his little family and get some grocery shopping done and just enjoy a quiet Sunday. Continue finding joy in the little things, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.